Welcome to
Dude, I went back to work today after a full week off.
Oh,
That is the worst. I think we've talked about this before, but the whole concept of take a break, recharge, you'll feel great.
well, you're
when
not
you
doing
get
that
back.
in the holidays.
When you get back in the office, you'll feel like a new man or
Mhm.
woman.
You don't.
It just makes you hate
What
your
is-
job more.
I wonder what the perfect amount of time to take off is. Like, I don't think a weekend is enough.
No.
You know, I go back to work after just 2 days off, and I feel like, well, this is just the next day.
Yeah.
3 days, you think? Like a nice 3-day weekend,
That's
and then you're
ideal. I don't
recharged,
mind
but
it.
it's not too much to forget that you hate your job.
I'm not in costume today. Robi and I have been doing introverts at the movies, and I've been dressing in contest.
No, we did top 10. Well, yeah, we did do introverts at the movies.
Yeah, and top 10 video, and I'm trying to dress as a character in each one of those movies. And last week I was Charlie Sheen, so this week I decided I'm going to be a woman today.
How did you dress up as Charlie Sheen?
Dustin didn't seem to do the pictures.
No, did you just like drink a lot?
No, I didn't drink a lot.
She did a lot of crack.
A lot of crack.
That's
Had
right.
a couple
Well,
prostitutes
no,
in
Charlie
there?
Sheen does cocaine. I had to get into character.
Oh, is it cocaine? Okay.
It's
well, that's
cocaine.
crack
Just a little bit,
cocaine.
just a little
I think it's the same thing.
But one thing, I did listen to the New Year's podcast today when I was taking a bath, and I was like, "What the fuck, Brent? You're supposed to bring a key lime pie."
I
Where was the
know.
key-
I forgot. I completely forgot. And there was so much food, I wasn't bringing it up.
Oh, your
I
mom
remember, like,
shoved
really-
us with desserts.
Yeah, I remembered. Yeah, like pretty early on the trip. And
Quite honestly, I had totally forgot about you bringing a key lime pie until I
I
started.
didn't. I was waiting for someone to ask.
I started
You know.
editing that episode the day after
Mhm.
the Friday, and I was like, "What the? He was
Where's
supposed to bring
my
key lime
key
pie." So yeah,
And you know what's funny is I wanted some too. I was like, oh man, it would be so good.
Yeah. So when's the last time you made a key lime pie? You say you
It's
make
been a-
them all the time, but I
been a-
feel like
It's been a few months.
okay.
Yeah, probably at least 6 or 7, 8, 9 months.
Wow.
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah, when you're having fun, especially
Mm-hmm.
going to work every day.
I go back tomorrow.
You go back to work on a Friday?
Yeah, isn't that fucked up? That's cruel.
That's just abuse.
It is. It is.
But wait. There's no students. It's just the teachers, and your Monday is also your Friday. So does that ruin a Friday
Stop
for
looking
you?
at the positive.
Whoever thought Dustin would be the Pollyanna of the group?
No. Yeah, really. Class is all empty. There's no half empty. It's all empty.
I'm asking the
It
question,
sucks.
does just going to work on a Friday? Let's say you had the whole week off every week, and you just had to work on a Friday. Obviously, you would hate Fridays, right?
Why would they give you Friday though? That's like, Wednesday
Because
would be a
you're
good day.
off
to work.
the whole
Just-
rest of the week. I'm just saying.
Monday would be fine.
Oh yeah, Monday.
Come to work Monday. You show up to work thinking it's a normal work week. As you're going home, they're like, take the rest of the week off.
That's never happened to me.
That does not compare to, you need to come in for one day. It's the same, but one's way better.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like it's because it's your Monday and it's also your Friday at the same time. So which one is?
No, your Monday was your Monday, and you got to sleep in and do
true.
Yeah.
nothing. I know what you're saying. It's the first day and the last day of the week, right?
Right.
Yeah, I guess he's right.
Yeah. I'm just
I'll
curious.
give you that point.
Yeah. Because like today, I had to go in today, so I have a 2-day week. But I'm excited because tomorrow's Friday, even though I do have to go into work. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what?
It was fast.
Yeah, it's a 2-day
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. I had to do Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to bed like Wednesday thinking the next tomorrow was Sunday, because it felt like a Saturday.
Yes.
Like, no, you got to go back to work.
What is happening?
I'm trying to get a tree in the
Trying to
shot.
make scenery.
Yeah. It's like I'm in the jungle,
But it's in front of your face.
but it makes me look mysterious.
Does
You
it?
like peek behind him. Can you do it in an Australian accent? Hi, mate.
Put
See
another
cock.
shrimp on the barbie.
I'll put my thumb in his butthole.
I don't know what Crocodile Dundee you're watching.
No, dude, this is the Crocodile Man. What was his name?
Steve Irwin.
Steve
Wait,
Irwin
he said
would
that?
always put his finger in the animals' buttholes.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, on
I
South
don't-
Park, yeah. When they did the South Park episode, that's
okay.
what it was.
Okay, I was like,
I don't know
remember
how
that.
many he actually did himself, but
I don't remember that.
you know,
Yeah.
it looks better, Holly.
Yeah, I mean, I have lighting on the tree and everything, but I couldn't get the lighting in. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
wow.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's just a, it's
I probably
just a
have the
little
lamest
bit of
background.
Jane. I feel like
Goodall.
Tarzan's right off frame there.
It's like Jane Goodall.
thanks a lot, Jake. Better
What's
than
up?
Charlie Sheen, though.
yeah, Jane Goodall.
Well, in all fairness, she dressed up as Charlie Sheen from The Arrival, the 1996 movie,
Mm.
and
I don't know
so
what
he had
that
a
is.
he had a very specific look in that film. It
I
is.
don't never seen this movie. I don't remember. I wish we had one of those assistants.
You're not missing anything. You're not missing
It-
anything.
that would
dude,
like
I
pull up the stuff
when I
on the
was-
internet for us, and we're just sitting back watching.
occasionally
We need
he
one of
does-
those.
He just chime in.
Yeah.
Here.
And if you listen to like Two Bears, One Cave, they got assistants bringing them drinks and donuts, food.
Charlie could do that. Brent wouldn't get it, but
Yeah, I wouldn't get shit. Like,
He could ship it to you.
I guess we need a studio, huh?
We could ship it to you. It just probably wouldn't get there in time for the
might be
episode.
moldy when it gets there. Ants crawling all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we would.
I don't
see
know
We'll
how
get a
it. We would-
studio. We'll get a studio first.
Yeah, we got to get a studio with a big neon sign with the introverse in the background.
First, we got to make enough money to get all this, guys. We can't even
Yeah.
afford the donuts right now, much less
Okay,
the
we-
studio.
2025. It's going to happen. We're going into this with
That's
positive
right.
thinking.
That's right.
We're going into the second year
Yeah.
of this. Well, actually, when did we start? February, March.
It's almost a year, dude.
It'll be a year and a couple of months. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also need one of those buttons, those mute buttons when you
Cough
cough.
buttons.
I
Dude,
guess
that's
I
what
do
hate.
have.
That's
I
one
guess-
thing I hate about with listening to Bert, the machine on Two Bears, One Cave. He does not give a shit. He's coughing, hawking up loogies in the microphone, like eating, smacking food. Like, dude, you're disgusting.
There's a certain amount of extra sounds that you don't want to have.
Yeah.
You want that. You want that vocal
Mm-mm.
to be pretty clean. That's why they have all the
Yeah.
filters, man. Like
Right.
you know. I
You
guess
just
they're
give me
not
an idea
filtering.
for some experimental music.
Okay,
Just like
Ho-
a
hawking up
song of
loogies?
like people hacking up loogies.
hacking
Like,
and hawking. Yeah,
yeah. Like I don't think I've heard an experimental song
you
with
do
all
that
that.
move.
I think I
Yeah,
might have you
snort
on
it
that
in.
track, Brent. That's a good one.
Dude, that's an intense.
That's beautiful.
Inhale
There's beauty
right
in
there.
that.
I bet.
That reminded me of my
God,
grandfather.
this podcast sucks.
I know. I immediately downgraded it to hawking loogies.
It's the shirts.
You
We're
talked me
all
up
wearing.
way too
We're all
much.
wearing
feel-
matching shirts.
I feel intimidated. Look at this. We're supposed to live up to this. How do I live
Well,
up
I
to
do
this?
have a question for
handle
you
that.
guys.
I can't
I have a
handle
question to
that.
ask y'all.
Holly's got a
All right.
question.
So I was thinking about this, and I'm like, I should probably bring this up on the podcast. You know how they say like when women get in groups and they sync up with their periods?
Yeah.
It's like a Bluetooth type thing, I guess. I don't know, or a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
How close do you have to be for you to sync up with the other woman?
Probably like scissoring.
You don't have to be that close. Like, I don't think because like you're supposed to sync up with the
And
people in the
It's
same
an
house.
accident. They're like, "Oh, look,
Right.
we're both on our period." Oh no, we were just. It's you.
Yeah.
It's all you.
It's you. It's just you. It's not both of ours.
But like, if I'm worried about like if I'm driving, because I feel like I have way too many periods. I feel like
Oh,
if I'm
you're just
driving-
like tagging everyone. as you go
Yeah.
by.
and all
You have
these
a
bitches
period,
be
you have a
giving me their
period.
periods. Yeah.
Bling 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 bling.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How I believe that there's a certain length of time that you have to be in close proximity, right?
Time and
It's not
distance, I'm sure.
right,
The
time and
formula.
distance. So you're not just walking down the hall at the school and the other teachers are like, and you're just like, oh my God, shit, I'm on my period again.
Everyone just kind of pauses in their steps. Like, what was that?
I just finished my damn period.
I just finished.
I know. That's how I felt last week.
Oh
I
my
thought I had
God.
just fucking finished, and then boom, it's up again, and I'm like, there is
Tag, you're
something
it.
with this syncing. I'm syncing with some random people.
Random. Someone's got your Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
They're just driving by using your Wi-Fi from the street.
Wow.
But instead of Googling it, I decided to ask you guys because y'all know
Yeah,
your
because
stuff.
we know
I'm sure.
what's up.
What if it's like tag? Like
You're
the
it.
only way you could get rid of yours is to give it to someone. No, you have it.
So
you run away.
if you're an introverted woman, you could conceivably on your period forever. Like you just
Forever.
never,
Or never
wanna
get a
talk-
period because you were
Yeah.
never around anyone.
you
Once you
never
get
get
rid of
one.
it, yeah, no one's around. Yeah,
Wow.
that's good.
Okay.
Good point.
The
What
more
if
you
there's
know.
multiples though? They can't just be one floating around the world. There's got to be a
Just one
few
period.
of them out there. It takes
Just
forever
one.
to just ping pong around the world. You could probably go your whole life and not have one. Then you're all of a sudden you're like, what the hell is happening? You're like 45.
Well, that's what happened the first time I had it. I didn't know what the freak was happening. I just looked and there was
Yeah.
blood everywhere. And then I told my sister, she's like, oh my God, and then she didn't tell me. And I'm like, oh,
And she
God,
was
I'm
like,
dying.
I don't know what that is
I'm
either.
dying. I would think that.
Well, in
I
all
lived a
fairness,
good
maybe your
life.
sister had not tagged.
My sister was
and
so
been
mean.
tagged yet.
Hasn't
she
been
had it.
tagged yet.
She was she was so mean.
She was like 25. No one's tagged me. I haven't had a period yet.
That's right. Remember Stuck in the Mud? That game Stuck in the Mud? We used to play like in 5th grade. It was tag. Yeah, it was tag. But whenever you got tagged, you were frozen. You couldn't move. And the only way to get you were stuck in the mud is what you were.
Stuck in the mud.
We
And the
call
only
it
way to get
freeze tag where I'm from.
Well, hold on. There's a twist.
Okay.
The only way to get out of the mud, unstuck from the mud, is someone has to crawl in between your legs.
I remember.
So while they're running around, another kid comes crawl between your legs, and now you're free. So the person that's has to get everyone frozen.
I remember this.
So what if periods worked like that?
Oh my
Oh,
God!
gosh.
And you had to go underneath their legs.
You would have to trick somebody to go under your legs.
It would make sense, right? Because
yeah,
it's like a passing of the torch,
passing of the torch, sure.
passing of the blood.
Yeah,
it sounds spiritual almost, right?
Yeah, it is. Like
it's like communion.
Yeah, it's not a joke I want to make. Just grossed myself out.
What's the game? Okay, we played a game. Speaking of tag, called Ditch 'em.
Ditch 'em. Maybe that was the same thing. No, Ditch 'em had like a first base type thing.
Okay, because
not first
the
base,
other
but
day
like
I
base.
remember
to make it to the base.
The name, the word Ditch 'em popped into my head, and I'm like,
that was something.
Ditch 'em. We used to play that, but what was it? I couldn't remember how we played it.
So I think there was a base you had to get to. Once you're on the base, you were safe. And maybe you started out at the base and everyone had to scatter and run. So whoever was it could stand near the base and try to stop people from getting to it.
Okay.
And then once everyone's on the base, I think that one person was the loser.
You've got
But
your
it was really
period.
hard to be the loser,
I don't know if Holly remembers this, but when she asked me that question and I told her to save it for the podcast.
What question? About the periods?
About the periods.
Yeah.
She asked me if guys have an equivalent. Like if we hang out, if a bunch of guys hang out for an extended period of time, is there anything that we pick up from each other?
We get to a point where we don't even have to speak. We just know each other's thoughts. We know each other's needs. You just look over it. You can go get a beer for each of us.
Right.
There you go.
That's never happened to me.
We don't ask what do you want to watch on TV. Just someone grabs the remote, puts the TV on, picks something, and that's what we watch.
So it's like a form of telepathy.
We're both cool.
You're like the Borg. You're like
no. It's like
it's
what
like
women can't do for men.
I can get a beer.
Yeah, but we have to tell you. Give me a beer.
Give me a beer, woman.
Yeah.
And I can't pick what's on television. Dustin picks. Sometimes.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
That's what I'm talking about, though. That's what I'm talking about.
Often say, okay, you get to pick tonight, because we normally have a routine. We watch the same thing every night.
But I never pick because, like, I don't want to pick because he's
never
like, I don't want to
wanna
watch that.
I'm afraid he'll hit me.
Or he'll like totally denigrate anything. Like, I don't even know if I use the right word. Anything I want to watch, he's like,
he destroys it verbally.
That's I hate that actress. Oh, that didn't get very good reviews.
Holly, he hates everything though.
That is true. I do. Love
I don't
that
remember a
about him.
movie review where he was like, "This was really good."
Well, on the first episode of Top 10 Video, I am a fan of that movie, and Holly denigrated it. She just buried it 6 feet under.
Is that what we're doing Saturday?
We're doing the second episode of that. Yes,
that's the one I'm going to.
Yep, and
yes.
Costumes are optional.
No costumes.
They're very optional.
Yep.
Well, I'm dressing. In a costume.
She's going to be in costume. That's that. She enjoys doing that, and I look forward to whatever.
You're going to go as a cow.
Comes up with.
I'm not saying you're big as a cow. I just thought I remembered you saying that at Christmas.
If I can put the costume together, yes. He won't let me be Bill Paxton again.
I want to be.
There's too many
Dodge
men.
Ram.
People are going to start talking.
Red Dodge Ram.
You're going to be the Dodge Ram.
Yeah, the red one.
A piece of farm equipment flying.
Well, no, that was an icon in that.
It was. Yeah, no.
It was a new body design.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
and it
was a big deal. It was a big deal.
I remember that. And actually, Ford wanted to be the truck in the movie.
Yeah.
And that was kind of when
Dodge,
as
everyone knows,
took off.
Ford's
the Ram
loser.
truck took off after Twister.
Yeah.
People don't realize how big that movie was. We'll talk about it Saturday.
Yeah, so we should stop talking about it now.
Yeah, we
should.
Yeah. Y'all both watched it?
No.
Not yet.
Are y'all gonna?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to watch it tomorrow night.
You're just going to go in blind.
Or raw dog it.
Okay.
I'm going to go off of memory. I've seen it a lot.
Go for it.
So I'm going to give the perspective of having not seen it.
You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good premise.
A different perspective, you know?
Yeah, it's because you saw how much it was to rent it. That's why. And you were like,
I didn't even look.
I'm not renting that.
Didn't even look.
I haven't seen it in so long. I have to rewatch it because I remember the cow. That's basically it. That's all I remember.
I remember the guy or the woman trying to get the guy to divorce him. That sticks out in my head.
Oh yeah. It would.
It's relatable.
So how was your flight back to Florida?
It was good.
Flights, right?
Big, huge guy sat right next to me. And it was
Are you body shaming him?
No, I'm not at all. But whenever his arms are like in your lap, he's a cool guy. Talk to him, you know. We made jokes and stuff.
Well, you had to get close to him if his hands are in your lap.
Yeah, so I wasn't rude to him or anything, but
right. Because I mean, the worst thing is when you've got the middle seat on a plane, and both people on both sides of you decide this armrest in the middle is mine.
It's mine. They both claim
I have the one on the end, and I also am going to take the one in the middle as well.
Yeah, we both get two.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you already have an armrest and the window seat.
Yeah, and the window. Or the aisle, which is good. Yeah.
I get the two in the middle. Those are mine.
Yeah. I have a human on each side of me. It's horrible.
But see, that's the issue, is that I'm a smaller person. I have a smaller
so
frame. So if you got larger people on the side of you, it's...
Yeah. No, this is one big dude. And I'm big. And the guy on the other side wasn't small either.
So you were in the middle.
You could have picked anywhere else. There were other seats. It was Southwest. Just pick your seat, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't like he had a ticket there.
Was the plane full?
No, it was like 30 free seats, they said.
What? And the dude just saw you and was like, this guy looks like I could be
He
friends
made eye
with
contact
him.
with me, and like not with the guy in the aisle. That would make sense. Like the guy in the aisle, hey, is anyone there? No, he made eye contact with me, and then asked me.
Wow.
Maybe I'm just the dumb person that was like looking around, making my eyes available. You know, the guy in the eye knew better, so he's just like his head's just down. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
He's just looking at his phone.
Pretend you're sleeping. Pretend you're sleeping.
There's nobody here. There's nobody here.
And he's like, God, this idiot in the window. Yeah, you can sit here.
Make yourself at home. Put your hands in my lap.
Yeah, his elbow. His hand wasn't in my lap.
That's what I've been picturing, his hand in your lap.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No. The big sausage fingers, man. It looked like they were going to pop.
I know what you're talking about.
Like you don't see
That's
creases where the
strange.
knuckles are.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a term. I won't say it here.
Yeah.
what's the term?
I just said I won't say it
Why
here.
won't you say it though? Like, it makes me wonder.
Well, he already said one of the terms is sausage fingers, but there's another one.
Oh, I think I
Penis?
can guess. Okay.
Penis fingers?
What?
That's what I was thinking.
Fingers?
No.
That'd
Dick
be so
digits?
weird, dude.
Dick
digits. That's awesome.
What is it called? If it's not penis fingers, what is it?
If it's not that, then it can't be anything else.
What if you had penis fingers?
I mean,
You think they'd be like all rough because you're grabbing stuff and picking them up and calluses
Yes.
all over them?
well, it depends what your job was. If you worked in construction, then yes.
They'd always
would
be
be full of
lotioning them up,
calluses.
but then they would get stiff.
You come over everything.
Then you couldn't pick up
I
anything.
can't pick up anything. Put your clothes back on.
Yeah. I was trying to drive here. Now look at this. Can't grip the steering wheel like this.
Or the escalator, because I heard that one on that.
Oh God, yeah.
can
Escalators
you
are death
imagine-
traps, man.
Can you imagine if that was like one of the errors in childbirth? You know how when sometimes things go wrong with the baby in the uterus,
Yeah.
and they come out with I don't know, they're missing a
Mutations.
finger or
An extra head.
Yeah.
well.
Chimera.
But yeah, what if it was that drastic where it was like, oh damn it, instead of the one penis between your legs, you have 10 on your hands.
On your hands. Yeah.
You have 10 penises.
Yeah.
And it's like erectile tissue, so like it does like you have to wear gloves, you can't
There's no
touch
knuckles.
anything.
It's
right,
just
because even just
skinny.
like taking a bath, they would just get all stiff because you're rubbing your body with them, and it's like
Yeah. But you kind of want it like just a little chub.
yeah, because then your fingers will just be
Because
limp.
then you couldn't pick up anything anyway with these limp little things.
Yeah.
You couldn't do anything. But if they had a little fluid going through them, all right, I can work with this. Damn it. Let me just breathe.
you're getting too hard.
You're thinking about baseball.
That would actually be a curse, I think.
Yeah. And what if you
That
had a
would be
finger
awful.
for a penis?
That would be
Like, I can't pick it up. Hold on, let me take my pants off.
Just one.
Just
Not a
one
hand,
finger.
Just one finger.
which finger though? Would it be the thumb?
Or which finger? But not only that, like, would it be right side up or upside down? That could come in handy. This would be more difficult.
You just have to change your
Potentially.
positioning.
Yeah.
Potentially. What were we talking about?
I don't even know, man.
Penis
I don't know
fingers.
how we got to penis fingers.
He was
Oh,
talking about
because
the plane and the guy with the
periods.
sausage, but he
Because
still never told us what the other term.
It's just fat fingers. That there's
Okay.
when you see people. That's
Okay.
because
Is that the
We're
term
trying not to
that
be
you were going to
racist on the
use?
show.
we're trying not to be body shaming people and calling them fat,
Yeah.
right?
It's our
They
new,
just-
New Year's resolution.
They have
We're
too
not gonna
much
say midgets. We're not going to say
excess
other words.
fatty tissue in their fingers. That's the thing
Yeah.
that you would look at as a guy, as at least we did, because we were superficial, I guess, when I was online dating.
You're looking at fingers.
Because you could tell, you could tell. Because,
I don't think I
People can
posted my
take-
fingers.
No,
people
it's
can
true.
take
You got a good
photos
point.
from
Yeah.
sudden angles and wow, they look great. But
Did I
then if they
post
have a
my
picture of
fingers?
their
Then all of a sudden they have man hands.
right, or that too.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. I was very self-conscious about my hands because I have long, skinny
You
fingers.
have gorgeous
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
You're
You
like
got
a
long,
hand
skinny toes too, dude. He's got long toes, right, Holly?
He does. He does.
Yeah, I bet he
Do
could
I?
pick up an apple.
He
How do you
could.
know what my toes look like? I haven't.
Dude, I used to go sleep at your house all the time, and I'd be like,
That's
God,
true.
look at him.
But they're
Like,
sexy toes.
okay, then, okay, that's good. They're not deformed.
They're very
They're
symmetrical.
long. They're like fingers.
They
for
are
toes.
long.
It's impressive.
I'm not
Really.
arguing. Yes.
Like, I bet you could snap your toes. Like,
Robi, can you post a photo of your toes for the
post a
audience
photo.
to
Your
see?
big toe and your middle toe. Just let's see it.
Actually, I think I have snapped a toe before.
Everybody with
believe I
foot
have.
fetishes will follow you.
Oh
It's
yeah,
been a while.
That's what we need to
I'm
do.
gonna start an OnlyFans.
You get
Just
them long toes. I got my crooked toes. We can get
snap
something
my
going.
toes. It's crazy what people are into, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. The foot thing's a thing.
I don't. Everybody says
Don't
Quentin
get it.
Tarantino is like. Every time I read anything about Tarantino online, at least in message boards, they're always talking about his foot fetish. And I guess I never noticed it, but
I just want to know what triggers that. You know,
I mean,
your mama never picked you up, so you're always on the floor near her feet. I'm serious. Like,
that's
like
that makes
that's all they
sense.
know. And then it turns into some weird, where the baby should have been up here breastfeeding.
Right.
That's why we're into breasts.
The mom
That's
ended up
true.
putting the toe in
Nope.
its
You
mouth.
just put the baby
Stop
on the
crying.
floor.
That's absolutely why we're
kid?
into breasts. Which it
she's-
almost makes it less sexy when you
Mhm.
think about
Oh,
that's
God,
why we're
yeah.
into breasts.
It's weird. I don't want to.
Because
Let's
we
not
were
talk about that.
suckling on our mother's teat.
Right.
Therefore, we're attracted to other teats.
I don't think that's true. That's not how that works.
So it's like, I'm hungry
That's not how that works.
and there's food there.
It's not
I
really.
don't
That's
know.
how it
I
is.
like looking at
It's just
breasts too, though.
coincidence.
And maybe, so maybe it is just a natural
I'm not getting
human thing.
implants. For the
You
last
like to look
time,
at
woman.
breasts? Hold on. Shut up, Dustin. The
I'm
woman's
just saying,
talking.
we've had this argument
The woman's
before.
talking. So, Holly, you like to look at breasts?
Well, I'm like, you know what? I wish my breasts looked like that, and
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
guys
I'd
are the
rather
same
look
way.
at breasts than like,
Like, look at
penis
that
fingers or
12-inch
something.
penis. I wish mine looked like that.
I was just about to say something similar.
Yeah. Like that, walk around with that hog. hmm
I'd like that pain in the ass. Okay, here's an interesting
Would you?
fact.
What are you
Hell, Roby.
Wait, what happened?
You said I would like that pain in the ass.
Wait, there's a reason.
Yeah. Oh, Freudian slip, huh?
No. Here's
Maybe that
here's
book
the
Brent
reasoning.
got you for Christmas is true.
Here's the reasoning. Here's the reasoning behind
What's
this.
the reasoning?
I saw an interview with Dustin Diamond. Remember Dustin
Yeah.
Diamond? He
Oh,
was
yeah,
on
he
Saved
was
by the
on.
Bell, and he played Screech.
Yeah, he
Well,
was
apparently-
like a horse.
He was hung like a horse.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview with him on Howard Stern, and he was
Mhm.
talking about, and Howard Stern was like, "What's it like to have a giant penis?" And like it's supposed to be. Supposedly, it's like 13 inches long or something ridiculous or whatever. And
Yeah.
he said it is a nightmare.
Yeah. Of
And he's
course.
like, because whenever I sit on the toilet, my penis
going in the
goes
water.
in the water.
Yeah.
And
Like
if
it's
you're
in the
pooping,
water.
You have your
Yeah.
So
you
if
gotta
you're
hold that thing
pooping-
up, it's poop water.
It's
Ugh.
poop water.
Yeah.
And so, and he's like, imagine public restrooms. Like I can't.
Oh.
Exactly. So that's the pain in the ass I was talking about. If your penis is too long, it's a pain in the ass. I'm just saying.
And
Okay.
it's
You have to
Literally
add
and
context to it, though,
figuratively.
Dustin.
Yeah.
I wasn't finished.
But there was the sparkle in your eyes when you said it.
What?
It was.
You know?
A sparkle in my
There was
eye.
a joy. There was a little bit of ecstasy. Yeah, it was ecstasy. Yeah.
Well, I find no ecstasy in pain, so I don't.
Well,
Thanks for listening to The Introverse. New stuff every Monday, wherever the podcasts roam. You can also catch us on Insta at IntroversePod. Thanks for listening.